live now. Oh no, cancel. I just need to remove this. Okay, great. All right. Oh, music stopped playing right on time. This is Things That People Don't Want to Talk About, brought to you by God Level. That will be me. My name is Renee. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, down here in Houston, Texas. I am a mother. I'm a nurse. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a podcast. I'm a friend. I'm a cousin. I'm an aunt. I'm a sister. I am everything good. John, you want to go ahead and represent yourself?
John Nicholson here, aka John Skywalker, the Sly Talker, lyricist, spoken word artist, martial artist, personal trainer, lover of life, student of psychology, and father. That music that y'all were just listening to is from my second album. The title of that song is called Sweet Life. The title of the album is Higher Dimensions. This is my second hip hop album. So if y'all like hip hop artists like J. Cole, or Common, Lupe Fiasco, Wale, mixtape Wale. Um, yeah, if you like true lyricism, you should plug in. Also, guys, if you are looking for a superfoods detox protocol that'll help you lose weight, get your gut health in check, just to cleanse your body and also help you, get rid of some of that stubborn fat, and even just improve your sleep. There's a lot of health benefits in this superfoods protocol. But if you're looking for a detox, if you're looking for a means to get on a healthier lifestyle, plug into me at master.johnskywalker and my Instagram. Salute.
Salute. King Newborn, you want to go ahead and represent yourself? And I am posted on Facebook. Is anybody else not posted on Facebook?
We're good.
You're good? You're not?
Nope.
The red one, please. I don't see it. You look in the bathroom. Okay, don't worry about it.
And it's not even okay, it just started on YouTube. Oh, that's weird. Oh
You
yeah,
know
it's
what?
King.
Yours is live. Yeah, we're good, man. Yours is live. Hers is live. Mine is
Oh,
live.
that's weird. Oh, you can see it. Okay, that's cool.
I
Yeah,
can see it.
it's King Newborn. Shoot, I lost what I was gonna say. Yeah, this that's live. Can't mess that up. It's live. This is King Newborn, representing Newborn everything on all social media platforms. And as always, I am.
I am. Oh Lord. Tonight we decided to not have a topic in mind, but we're just real people having real conversations. This was going to be a Q&A. Um this show is dedicated to our audience. If you want to call in and ask us questions about who we are, where we come from, I know a lot of people have been following us, which we greatly appreciate. The number is, if you want to go ahead and start calling in. We didn't hear from what is his name?
Dre.
Dre?
Yes, we didn't hear from Dre last week. Y'all know
Yeah,
exactly
Dre,
what I'm
Dre,
talking
Dre has been
about.
off the grid for a little bit. He's been working
Yeah,
on some
Dre has been
things.
off the grid. Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, I got choice words for him. 832-318-6966 if you want to call in. This is just a Q&A tonight, but next month we're going to be doing Black men and mental health for the first 2 weeks. And next month is Mental Awareness Month. It's what, Mental Health Awareness Month? Am I saying it correctly?
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Mental
we're going
health
to be
awareness.
mental health awareness. We're going to be focusing next month on mental health, which is actually running rapid in our community. We need to get that checked. We need to get some therapy, some counseling. Go see somebody. Go sit down and go talk to somebody. I was looking at not a podcast, a TikTok, and he was like, "Let's normalize Black men going to therapy." It's not. He said, because he was like, the one guy was like, hold on, let me see if I can find it. The guy came on and was like, we need to start talking about what these BITCHs be doing out here. And he was like, no, why don't we just um, normalize going to therapy? I can't find it. Lord have mercy. I thought I sent it to you all.
Hmm.
Did y'all get it in a group chat? Because I sent it last night. You know, I work nights, so I'll be on TikTok.
I don't. Well, let's see.
Not
Yeah. I think. Yeah. You sent that today.
I
Yeah.
sent
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah.
I
I
sent it
peeped that.
today.
Yeah. I peeped that.
Yeah. Brother had a lot to say. I did leave him a comment, letting him know what we were going to be doing as far as our show, and to go ahead and call in next month. I think that's a really good move. That's Brothers Out, if I'm not mistaken, Black men and mental health. We need to really zone in on that because y'all, my people, my men are being left behind. They
I
really
think me
are.
and John both been trying to raise awareness on that men's mental health.
Yeah, we just got to go a little bit harder. But there are some men out there. There are some brothers, and I see it. I see the work being done. It's not enough because it's such a small percentage that's really engaged in it. And I see the work being done. It's not enough because it's such a small percentage that's really engaged in it. I can hear that.
That's brother.
Yeah, what John just tagged me in, for whatever reason, I see it now, but it wasn't showing up. That's crazy. But I got it now since you tagged me.
Yeah, you might have to refresh your page sometimes. Like just go out of it and then go
Yeah,
back in. So
every so often. Have
Yeah.
you changed your password or anything?
I learned from you.
He just threw me out there in front of a. No, was that an 18-wheeler? Oh, you.
Wow, I like that one. That was tough. That was tough.
That was 18-wheeler. Boom! I learned from you. Boom! Just threw me all out there. We don't have anyone calling in. Where's our people at? Where's Jose? Where's our faithful audience? I'm surprised I don't see what's her name? What is her name? Oh my God, Costello. Where is King? Where is King? King a whole lot. If I didn't
Let's
know
see.
him, I would think that
Your
she was
comments aren't
flirting.
popping up, but Carlos is here.
What
Really?
about now? I just sent something through. You see that, John? Did it pop up?
Let's see. Oh man, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, mine is showing up.
Oh, I don't have it. Let me edit my privacy. Public. All right. I got 2 watching over there on YouTube. If y'all want to call in, this is a Q&A tonight. We're just taking questions from our audience and just having pure conversation right now. That's pretty much it. Next month, again, like I said, we're going to be focusing on Black men and mental health. But tonight is just really a Q&A. It's been more than 6 months. And we just want to know, what are your thoughts? If anyone has any topics that they want to share with us. I did have someone leave a review on Apple Podcasts asking if we had a box for topics. We are open to all of that. If it falls under the umbrella things that people don't want to talk about, we are open to talking about things that people shy away from, especially in our community. We want to shed light on all the dark spaces that are not being touched. That's really the goal here. That is our goal. That is our mission. That is our intention, for you to listen. If you want to have some input, put it in, and hopefully that you take away something from one of us. The whole show,
Whole show, yeah.
the whole show. Where is Costello at? Where is faithful Costello? Until then, does anybody, how was your week? John?
Busy.
Busy?
Well, not really so much the week, but things were climbing. So and it's still climbing.
That's what's
Um,
up.
back-to-back performances since Thursday in the
Looking
poetry
swole over there.
community.
Looking swole over there.
And we're organizing our poetry community here. So me and Josephine decided we were going to start off with a workshop, and
Mhm.
there's a need there. There's a demand there. Just being an artist myself, I usually connect with, my mentors and my folks up north. So
Mhm.
Milt, you guys heard him on the album. Uh, Usually we're bouncing ideas back and forth. Yo, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? And so I wanted to expand that concept. It was proposed to me and Josephine. Hey, you guys should do a workshop down here for Colquitt County's talent. It's like, yeah, you know what? That's a great idea.
Mm.
Let's do that. And so the goal here is we make each other aware of each other, and then we
Absolutely.
develop our craft. We have workshops like we'll target issues such as writer's block, stage fright,
Mhm.
entrepreneurship, because even though we're artists, we're independent businesses in ourselves.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
it might not be our main hustle, but the goal is still to not only profit from it, but also there's some community service here. There's a lot to be said through poetry, whether it be through authorship, you're writing fiction, nonfiction, um, you're performing, or you're just writing books. You're talking about your experiences, and that's important. So we're organizing that down here, and it's been busy. Got 2 new clients for my personal training. So yeah, things are up. Just
All right.
it's happening.
That's what's
That's
up.
what's up. That's what's up,
King
bro.
Newborn, what you got going on?
This week has been challenging for us finding good insurance.
Mm.
So, I got to go private. So, when we going private, that's an issue. Ain't nothing
Okay.
cheap. Ain't nothing cheap.
Nothing is cheap. Everything is going up right now. Have y'all seen the gas prices?
Not
I just
really.
786 at the pump. Anybody want to trade?
It's costing me $50 in Miss Pearl now. I'm like,
I would trade. I
Mm.
would trade. I would trade. You do
mm,
786. I see how you like it.
mm. I got a question. I know it's old news now. But how did y'all feel about that slap?
Smarty pants, John. You know what? Because of that, I should invent some smart pants. We got
You know what?
smartphones. I should
But you
invent
did
some
though,
smart
John.
pants.
You did. You was
Because
like,
I'm
because I'm
that
smarter
smart.
than you. Because I'm smarter
Oh
than you. And I was like, yeah.
yeah. Shit. Smarty pants, John. Okay, I deserve every crumb of that. All right, yeah.
She done
As
forget
far
about
as far as my views on the slap, I think it was a learning lesson there. I'm glad that it's dying down, but
Mhm. You don't think
people
it
ain't
was
gonna
saved?
forget. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it was. I still say you did. You did. I'll
That's my
give you
son,
that.
Danielle
Yeah.
Williams
You were
Roberts.
very polite, very generous with the hello. um,
Uh,
I really don't think it was a very strategic move on his part, mainly
mhm.
because he just made it worse. The thing that you were trying to accomplish, you ended up making it worse.
Mm.
If you were trying to protect your black woman within that context, a joke that would have just slipped by, nobody would have gave it attention to.
No, she just
Um,
posed a question. Go ahead.
uh, um, Now it's everybody's got a joke for your
Oh, yeah.
like. Yeah, so it's worse. So what you gonna do? Like as a man, you're one man. What are you gonna do about all? You can't try everybody. You can't do that. So you just made it worse as a man. How does a woman justify that now? Any woman, like to
They say that
say,
he was being
okay,
abused. They said that Jada is abusing this man. But
yeah, I've
hold
heard
on.
that too.
So now that y'all have made the 25th
Mm.
episode, do y'all see God Level podcast going from here? Oh, well. Wow. I'm on 5 different platforms right now as we speak. We stream live to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And then after the podcast, the live, I download the audio version and upload it to Spreaker and Apple Podcasts, which on Apple Podcasts right now, we have 13 reviews, all 5 stars. A lot of good feedback. And on Spreaker, we have been, our show since the 25th podcast, or the 25th show has been downloaded more than 30 times. I think the last time I checked, it was like 37, and that was with the last 3 episodes. And I'm not really pushing Spreaker, but the fact that we even had 30 downloads, that's huge for us. I want to continue to do the show once a week until we come up to our year mark, which is in September. And then we can think about going twice a week, maybe on a Wednesday that we all preferred. How does the success feels? These gentlemen on this show keeps me grounded. It is good to have all this masculinity on here because I can be feminine. I can wear my red lipstick. I can have my hair, makeup. I can just stay over here in my lane, literally, and feel well protected. So this is just the beginning, meaning staying committed. Oh, hold on, brother, got something to say.
Yeah. Before you answer, meaning staying committed, can you elaborate great detail of the importance of making sure the yin and yang of any situation is staying its true content, which is, like you said, because you have a masculine principle that's standing true, right, and exact.
Yeah.
It not only promotes but help you and allow you
yes.
to remain in your feminine principle. Can you touch on that?
Yeah. Well, it's balance. You can't have one without the other. It's duality. It's black and white. It's positive and negative. You cannot have one without the other. So this is going to lead me off subject, but when I hear women say, I don't need a man, yes, the fuck do. I'm going to say it again. To women who run around her screaming, I don't need a man, yes, the fuck you do. He brings balance into the home. You get the right man, you have the perfect balance in the home. You can move forward, you can build, you can create. Y'all can bounce ideas off of each other. Power couple. So yes. And then if you have children, a good man in the home, ooh, checks and balance. Yeah, checks and balances. Yeah, I've heard it's a guy from the order. He said, "Oh man." I can't think of his name. He's a big guy, but he's from the order. He's one of your good friends. And he says that a man retires a woman when they get married. When a man and woman gets married, a man retires the woman, and the woman is supposed to retire the man.
Yes, yeah.
I'm glad you said that just like
I cannot think of his name. He wears glasses, light-skinned, chubby face, short haircut. If you say his name, I'll know it.
Charles Partee?
Yes. No. He has a daughter in college. He has a daughter in college.
Is either Partee or Keith Hart?
Keith
Hart?
Keith Hart said it.
He real light skin?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That's Keith Hart.
That's
actually, Keith Hart is I want to say he was my instructor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of him, I was able to be raised. So I got a lot of memories with that man. A lot of memories, a lot of long nights of studying. I don't even think I would have made it across if it wasn't for him.
But he said that, and it stuck with me for here it is. It stuck with me. A man retires a woman retires a man. So if you have a man that's out bringing home and providing all the financial needs for the home, it is that woman's job to make sure that this man does not work all his whole entire life. Hey, Costello, period. She needs to be at home thinking of ways to bring in other income to lessen the load for him. Yes. What is wrong with that? Much love to the live stream. Thank you. This is a Q&A tonight. I like that color on you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's a cute
Earth
shirt.
tone.
It's actually a dress. You know, I figured since we're doing a Q&A, I'd just be fancy. You know, I got all this male energy, this masculine energy. I can be fancy today, you know. Fancy.
You fancy, huh?
Yes, I'm fancy today. Oh my God, I didn't lost what I was talking about. But
No.
the man and the woman, yeah.
Retiring, yeah, you're supposed to.
Yeah, if he set her down, she needs to make her it a priority to sit him down. She don't want this man working all the way up until he's 60 and he's 70. Tell Joel we said we love you too. Hi, Joel. Y'all better speak to my niece.
Hey, Joel.
Hey,
Okay.
Joel.
That's our niece. That's
That is our niece. Yeah, look, Q is King single. Yes, he is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So LOL, joking, y'all. You're not joking, honey. You want to know. You want to know. You want to know. Look at it. But yes, she should be at home making sure she retires him instead of just taking. She has to be able, you know, it ain't nothing wrong with keeping the house. Keeping house.
Yeah, well,
kids.
you know, that's the traditional way in the modern day society to actually retire her. I mean, of course, first and foremost, let's truly understand both of these principles have to exist up at the same ruling. You understand what I'm saying? They have to
Are
be
you
up under the
single,
same
Queen? Oh, yes, I am.
Bars, what up, Dre? What's up,
There you
Dre?
go. We was looking for you, man. We was looking for you.
Yes,
he came through like a sniper.
Yes, I am.
Man.
What's up, Dre? We missed you last week. Hope you had a good week. Stay blessed, brother.
Yeah, she manifested you.
I did. I said I got a couple because you know he's one of our faithful audience. So you know he's always calling in and giving his input. You know he's very, very supportive, and we really appreciate it. So I know when I drop my God level merchandise, I know wherever he's at, he's gonna have a hat supporting it. So yeah,
say something, huh?
Yes, bracelet, T-shirt. He gonna be out there with it. He just asked me on my thing. You know, thank you. Yeah, I mean, am I blushing?
That came out of nowhere.
Am I blushing?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Thank you.
Out of nowhere. Made them rosy red cheeks pop out right on.
You know,
Dre. Hey Dre, one time for the fine. Oh man.
Yeah.
Just handling some mental health. I've just been handling some mental health issues. Absolutely. Speaking of next month, we're going to dedicate most of our podcasts for next month to mental health. The first 2 weeks we're going to be talking about Black men and mental health. We did reach out. It was John's suggestion that we do get a therapist on here, and we have reached out to find a therapist. I'm actually still waiting to hear from his publicist right now. They haven't gotten back with me. They wanted me to send them some shows, so I just sent them everything. PTSD been fucking with me.
I already know, bro. My anniversary's coming. My anniversary's right around the corner, man.
Okay. Sending you a virtual hug. So
yeah, bro, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
Triggers, man. Triggers, man.
They said you have to know your triggers.
You gotta know your triggers, yeah.
I just came across a new trigger for me a couple of years ago, and I didn't even think that something this simple would affect me. But it is I don't even like talking about it just yet. But it's when you have kids in kindergarten, you know where they go to hang their coats up at, and they have woo. I go to one particular cousin's house, and she does daycare. She has to cover them up before I walk in. She has to cover them up before I walk in. I cannot
Mm.
see them. It gives me an eerie feeling. It makes me sick. It makes me want to cry. I start getting flashbacks as a child. Whatever it was so traumatic. I blocked it out. But every time I see that, it turns my stomach. So yeah, definitely. I know. Life was hard. But anyway, we're gonna spend the whole month of May talking about mental health. And to come to find out, May is the month of mental health awareness. So
Oh,
that was perfect. So the first two
Yeah.
weeks we're doing Black men, the next 2 weeks Black women, and then we also have a fifth Sunday. I'm not quite sure what we're going to talk about on that. Hey, Miss Monet, this is a Q&A tonight. We're taking questions for the panel. If you have any questions you want to ask us, Mr. Dre just asked me, was I single? That was cute. I love it. So if you have any questions for us, feel free to call in 832-318-6966. And you also have my personal number, honey. So yeah, I don't know what y'all want to do for the last Sunday of that month.
Mm-hmm.
It's up in the air. You look beautiful. Thank you. You know,
thank you.
thank you. I appreciate
Shout out to the panel.
Yeah.
Melanin just boom, popping everywhere.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. Facebook user. Who is that?
Oh no, that's me.
Oh, that's you.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
mental
Wow.
health for the kids. You know, when we did mental health for kids, we did what was it? Sexual abuse in this relationship to in this connection to mental health. Yeah, we could do that. We could definitely do that. We can definitely do that. And thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Oh, that's Dre. He said, "Yo, newborn, I'm trying to take that walk." You read that right.
Hold on, what did you say?
I don't know if you able to see that.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yes, so I can chime in on with the kids. You know what? That'd be perfect if you want to be a part of the panel that day. That'd be great too, because I know that's one of your strong suits, mental health. That is definitely one of your strong suits. So if you want to be a part of the panel that day, Miss Danielle William Roberts. Oh, me too. Oh, I'll definitely call in. Oh, we'll
Speaking of
appreciate
kids,
it.
So in lieu of last week's topic, we were talking about whoopings and abuse. I asked my son the question, and I didn't think of asking this ever before, right? And I think parents should really ask that question. If you whoop your kids, you should ask this question to your kids just to see what their thoughts on whoopings are. You know, and I think you'll be pretty surprised, right? So when I asked Xavier, I was like, "Hey, so do you see yourself whooping your kids if you decide to have them?" He doesn't want to have kids, first few years. So he said he does, and not only that, he doesn't see himself he doesn't see it as the first response, right? He sees whoopings as more of all right, we're graduating to that. But what I noticed in his response is really what he's saying is he's gonna take the same approach that I did, because I didn't always whoopings weren't always my first approach with him. But I found that interesting. He looked at it like he understood at the time why he was getting the whoopings and that they work. In his opinion, that they work. So he feels like, you know what, I'm gonna do that in the future. So that is what I challenge you guys, and I challenge all the parents out there. Ask your kids, do they see themselves whooping their kids when they have them in the future? It's a good conversation to have.
Okay. After the realization of the whoopings for me, I told my daughter I would never lay another hand on her again. Now the one in the room, she doesn't get whoopings. She hasn't been getting whoopings. What she does get is Hold on.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
that's good enough. Not a spanking. I think I whooped her
All
one
right, folks is rolling in.
Oh, hey, Reggie King. Oh, is this the same Mr. King from the 25th show? I,
No, this Brother King.
oh, this is Brother King. Hey, Brother King, how you doing?
Yeah, this
Tonight is a Q&A of the panel. If you have any questions you want to ask either me, John, or King Newborn, feel free to call in. Oh, please do to feel free to call in. And Miss Nicole said mental health is a great topic, especially PTSD, because it's so misunderstood. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're next month in the month of May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month. We're going to spend our first 2 weeks and focus in on Black men and mental health. Heavy. So yeah, we really appreciate that. Mr. King, if you have any questions that you want to ask the panel, John, King Newborn, or myself, feel free to call in or drop your questions, as some have in the comment box. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, peace, King. Love you, bro. I want to add to what y'all just covered, especially when it comes to the children. Before I
And
actually took
read that Dre comment too. That Dre, he
I
said, "I
found it
found, yeah,
yes, man, for Junior, it touches his soul. Yeah. And I was just gonna elaborate on that in my situation. Like Renee said, and dealing with my oldest boy. I used to be quick to be like, and after a while, I was like, dang, hold on,
yeah,
I already got black on black,
yeah,
male on male issue
Yeah.
yeah,
in the street. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? The only way to counter that would be to show them that we can talk as men, even though I am the considered not just the adult, the father,
mhm,
but just show them that that uneasiness. It
mhm,
doesn't have to be there, even when you're being disciplined. As far as like Dre just said, to touch his soul. So what I would do is instead of whooping, I think he probably had a whooping for me since he was 11.
oh
I think
wow,
that's when it started. Yeah, 11. I cut that short. I was like, if I want to be an example of what I'm practicing as far as like knowledge, wisdom, understanding, I had to actually practice it. So I stopped whooping them, and it just made it a lot better when we held conversations. When we
mhm,
held conversations.
Trust.
yes,
Yeah, there you go. That's
Trust.
another way to look at it.
beautiful.
And like Dre said, you got to touch that soul. Help him understand from the standpoint, not just him as a child, provoke thought to where he can see it from a parent's point of view as well. Because
Yeah.
as a child, you look at. Go ahead.
You do realize you just broke a generational curse, right?
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. Yeah. Beatings, no
Yes,
whoopings.
no beatings around here. You just
No
broke
beatings.
a generational curse that has
Yep.
been
So,
passed down from generations since. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
we got a caller. Whoop whoop.
We do. I'm sorry. Who am I speaking with?
It's true, man. I call y'all, man. I listen,
What up, Dre?
Yeah.
Hey, Dre.
What up, family? How y'all doing, man?
We are doing good. How are you?
Righteous.
Right.
I'm doing good. So, that comment I made about with Dre, what I did, just because I missed the last one, what I do is, when I talk to him, like when I'm disciplined, when I talk to him, I don't even stand over him no more, because that's the sign of looking to me. I'm like I'm looking down on him. So I don't even, when I'm talking to him, I sit down and look him right in my face. I make him stand in front of me and I look him right in his face, because I don't want him looking up at me as a sign of like I'm looking down on him. And then as far as the discipline part, the way I apply pressure to him is I look his ass out and I talk to him while he's doing it.
Mm.
So I don't put my hands on him. If I have to put my hands, if I have to whoop him, he know he's going too far, but I don't let it get that far anymore. I try to get to it before it gets that far.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, like I found exercises for him to do. Just different things that I didn't want to give him the same treatment that I got when I was a kid.
Yes.
Breaking them curses.
Breaking. You just broke that generational curse, baby.
Salute, Trey.
Yes. Yes. That is that, it's how can I say this? It was hard for me, coming up and dealing with that and then raising kids. And once I got so far down with the line with them, I had to pull myself back on the way that I discipline them, because it's like all I'm doing is repeating the cycle. And when you step back, I was on Farnes, the therapist page, and he was talking about energy and how energy is just transferred. When I took a look back and looked at the bigger picture, what was going on, that anger that came from my mother was given to her from her husband, and it was given to him from his stepfather or his father, who gave it to him, and it was passed to him, and then he passed it to her, and then she turned around and gave it to us. And then what you gonna do with that? And you just
energy is just never destroyed nor dissipated. It's only transferred from one entity to the next.
Can you transmute it though?
Yeah, you can become a generator.
You can take that energy and turn it into something else.
Facts.
So yeah.
That's just like download stuff from somebody else's computer. It's like you're gonna inherit that same virus in your computer. You want to continue to inherit. You want to continue as long as you download. And then when Junior downloads something for me, he's gonna download it into his queue. So I had to cut that.
Yes. Cut those strings.
The whole thing off, man.
Yeah.
Because I see myself becoming exactly what I seen when I was a kid. And then by me listening to my mom, she got it from her mom.
Yeah.
So I had to cut it short.
Oh wow, that's what's
awareness.
Up. Awareness. Yeah. Ooh.
Tell newborn, man, I'm gonna spend in my milk. I need to rap with him about something, man.
Okay. He heard you.
Drake. Yeah, I got you, bro. Check your inbox, man. I'm gonna shoot you my number so we can rap.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Hey, Clean. I had to ask you that. You know, smile with that big ass smile all the time. I ain't gonna say too much. I don't want newborn to, you know what I'm saying, come up and down, but I know that's the brother.
Yeah, that's my brother. Yeah, he don't.
Yeah, man. So, but I tell you, man, you recognize beauty in front of you, man. Ain't no wrong with telling the person, man, that, you know what I'm saying, that's beautiful, man. That's all it is.
No, oh my God, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you had me over here. My brother was teasing me about my cheeks, Rosie. He was like,
yeah, they hurt right now. You need some ice hot on them. Let me get these.
It's okay. No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, see what happen when you got balance.
All right, you have a good. Finish watching the show. We'll see you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, peace, bro. Yeah, that's that balance, man. For the one thing that our community, our women be looking for, and they go through over sexualizing certain things to get that attention. If you just stay in your
do you know why women are promiscuous? 9 times out of 10, women are promiscuous because they have been molested or raped when they was younger.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and then they deal with a lot of men who are emotionally unavailable because those rapists and those child molesters was emotionally unavailable. So they are attracted to emotionally unavailable men because of because of their first encounter with men. And they think that when a man wants them sexually, that means that that man wants them. They confuse sex with love.
Facts.
I just said a whole mouthful.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Facts.
Go ahead. I just go back to Nicole's comment. Communication seems to be so taboo. With all these electronics, our kids don't seem to know how to properly communicate. So having a dialogue with your children will help them communicate with others later. And take it away.
I know. I want to touch that real fast because Dre had
Go
said something
ahead.
about it. So what I do that I know that's kind of impactful and it does help. All right, even when you co-parenting, instead of it being like one side and be slid a particular way, what I do is I force or provoke thought by making sure that when it comes to my son, my boys, me and the mother, we would sit down with him and we would discuss it as a whole. So that way you get both sides of the principles. But then all that, I mean, on top of that, you understand discipline from the standpoint of like, look, when you do particular things, you got to do it in the understanding of honoring your mother and your father. You do
Absolutely.
some things that kind of oh, okay, hey mom,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do
That's mom.
yeah, that's mom. You might be doing things in a moment of it feels good, I like it, who can see me, can't be caught, something like that. But you still got to keep in mind when I do this, if I do get caught, how would it affect my mom and my dad? For those that do still have your parents, so in
Yeah.
other words, in true essence, what I'm saying, accountability at a young age. If you invoke
Yes.
early on, it'll constantly keep on repeating their mind over and over and over before they get ready to do something. Do I even feel like having this conversation? Last time it was almost a 2-hour talk. He just get the rambling. Then she want to agree with him. I don't got time for this.
Yeah. You're
You
teaching
know.
them to avoid. You're teaching
Yeah.
them to avoid certain consequences by not causing the events that lead to that consequence in the first place.
Facts.
So yeah, you start
Facts.
reverse engineering. Yeah, you start
Yeah.
reverse engineering it.
Yes. Hey, mom. How you doing? I see she dropped in. Sent us some hearts. We love you. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, mom. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, but
Oh,
like you said, that dialogue with your children, that's
you
so
gotta
important.
have it.
Now, what I also like to say within that, uh, I actually make it be like John said, a circle of trust. I will
Mm,
like listen for a second, and then I say, look, I don't want you to feel like this is a scolding. I want you to try to allow yourself to speak respectfully to me and your mom to point out your point of view of whatever the situation was, whatever. Like communicate that to us and let us hear how you're thinking about it, how you saw it to fit whatever it was that you was doing, or you felt like it was okay to do, or whatever. And I think it helped out a whole lot because I'm proud to say, as of May 5th next month, he'll be 21 and never been to jail. You know, graduated. He's Okay, graduated high school, and I'm very happy about that. And I think that's something that all men should take the time out to try our best as an adults when it comes to any child, especially a male boy, to try to talk versus to give off that
Mm.
because it's easy to do because sometimes as an adult you forget at one point you was a child. You wake up one day and
right.
then you're grown. You're like, now how I get here? Well, it's too late. You're here now. So I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there.
There's nothing wrong with that. Did you get now the feedback that I got? People were laughing about the story with me and my grandmother and the bag of candy. It was like she sat back and watched you eat all of that. Did I said yes, she did. Like she
Uh,
just sat there, glasses. Yeah,
Mm.
no, yeah. She said, and that was what did you call it, John? Consequences, your own.
Yeah, natural consequences.
Natural, and she knew it. So she knew how to discipline without being physical. She knew how to discipline without being physical. So yeah, you can discipline your children without being physical. Um, just being aware that they are there, communicate with them. It starts with you too.
Facts.
You have to show them, you know, show them. Sit down and talk with them every day. How was your day? And that was one thing that my grandmother did. She loved to talk to us. So that's why it was always easy to talk to her and to tell her things. My mother, not so much. She was in her own little world. But my mom, my grandmother, who I grew up calling mom, yeah, that communication was definitely there. Definitely there. Oh my God. Okay.
This ties into what I was saying earlier about the accountability and the blaming. Right. So it wasn't just about between the gender war. This is just in general, not just the gender war. So we learned the blame game as kids. The game is, if I can point the finger at you first, that you did it and I didn't do it, that you were the cause of the chaos and the destruction and the bad outcomes. If I can get to it first, I protect my ego, and that means I win the game. And the loser is shamed and guilted. And we play that game as children. Yo, who left the milk out on the damn counter? I didn't do it, knowing damn well you did it. But it's a question of who can get to it first, who can deny first.
Facts.
And so we keep that going into adolescence and into adulthood. And so you never really, if you play that game long enough, you learn not to take accountability for what you cause. Now, the reason why accountability is so important is this is something that we don't teach in our society. Blaming is easy, right? Blaming is easy because we're actually emotionally punishing the person, thinking that by emotionally punishing you with guilt and shame, you'll change. So blaming is easy. I just say, you did it. And then I also say, you fix it. And I have no investment, no interest. I don't have to do anything but just tell you to fix it. And I feel good about myself.
As if he wasn't part of the problem.
Right.
There you go.
Or even if I wasn't.
All the time.
Or even if I wasn't a part of the problem. It's easy to just blame somebody. And more so, it feels good to just blame somebody. And that's something that we don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
We feel good. It feels good. That's why it's so seductive. You did it. Yeah, you know you did it. And it stops there, right?
That's it.
So when you grow up as an adult playing the blame game, you do the same thing with your children. And so your children do something bad, and so you blame your children, and then you try to reframe it as accountability. But the question is, what do we really want? When something bad happens, what are we really looking for? We're looking for a restoration of balance. That's all we're looking for.
Yeah.
And you cannot achieve that restoration of balance if the person who committed the crime, who committed the wrongdoing, if they're emotionally down. Because what happens is, if you start saying, yeah, it was my fault, it was my fault, it was my fault, it was my fault, there's no change.
Facts.
Self-pity.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know what? This message just came in from my daughter. And she hit home with this. How does charging your child rent help with responsibilities instead of hand them an actual bill? Do you think Black mothers secretly resent their daughters? These are topics that she thinks that we should talk about. And the unhealthy relationship between a son and his mother when she gets jealous of him dating.
Yeah.
Santoria Renee Craft, my child. need
They got a
now,
voice. They got a voice.
Did you
and
see?
I let them speak their voice. Oh, that first one, I know what that is. The second one, do you think Black mothers secretly resent their daughters? I thought that about my mother, but I don't feel that way about my children. The unhealthy relationship between a son and his mother when she gets jealous of him dating. Let's really get into some things. Oh, okay, Miss Moon. Which one you want to start with, love? Because she just put it all out there. Which one you want to start with? Because today
Yeah,
is
but I
a
like what.
Q&A.
Yeah, it's just Q&A today. But I like
It's
what you
a
said,
Q&A
John.
today.
First question that you read.
I'm going to go back and reread it. It is, how does charging your child rent help with responsibilities instead of handing them an actual bill? Do you believe in charging your kids rent? That is the question. When your child is living with you over the age of 18 and they're not off to college, or even if they are in college, do you believe charging them rent is a good idea?
I think it depends on the circumstance. I think it's very circumstantial. If you are a parent and you know you can handle the bills,
Mm-hmm.
if you're a parent and you know you can handle the bills, and them living with you, like there has to be a goal, right? There has to be a timeline. There needs to be a goal. So if my son, let's say he goes out, he does this thing, and then things just collapse. He comes back, he lives with me and the family, right? Do I believe in charging him rent? It really just depends on what he's able, like what he's got going for him. If he has a goal of being out the house by the end of the year, I'm not going to charge you rent. Go ahead and do your thing, stack up, because you having that extra bread to get out,
Yeah.
right? But if there is no clear plan, you're just like, hey, let's just take it month by month. All right, you're paying rent because you don't know what you want to do. So under any other circumstance, you would be doing that until you figure that out.
She said, because I don't have a problem helping out, but if I'm going to be out on my own, I want to see what it's really like.
That's true.
To touch on what you said, John, that I understand that, relate to it.
Miss Moon, can you call in? Go ahead.
And then the statement that sis made about either you hand them the bill or you just take money for the rent. So even if I was taking the money for the rent, I would put it to the side and let it stack up. So when he gets ready, he's like, you know what, I'm out of here. All right, cool. I got a little stipend for you. Here you go, take that. Now you kind of like a leg up. You understand what I'm saying? But I think it is visual confirmation. Visual confirmation is very, very, very important to help the child understand, look, I don't want your money. But if you feel that way, you don't want me to be the middleman in between you and a bill, here is a bill. And this is how you go about taking care of it. You got these options to pay on it, this, that, and the third, whatever. Cool. Just send me something that state that it's been paid and everybody happy. And you won't feel like I'm taking from you or it's a forced event. And then on top of that, like you say, in life, sometimes certain things need to happen in the home front to prepare you to actually walk out them doors to deal with reality. So if you do understand the concept of paying bills as if you were paying them on your own, and well, you got a grace period, the bill is due on this day, it has a generating date, when you start handling with some of these things, just like learning about credit, learn about banking, when you learn all these things at home before you go outside them four walls, it kind of helps you have a leg up, a fighting chance almost. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Me personally, when my daughter was home and she was in school, I did not charge her a thing. As a matter of fact, she went and spent $65 on some groceries, and I was hot. I was hotter than fish grease. I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Well, we need it." I said, I work 2 full-time jobs. Here's a red card. Come get it at any time you need it. I know I'm coming and going and coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. If I don't see that we need something and you're here, I don't want you to spend your money to get it. I can take care of these bills here. This is nothing for me. Don't spend your money, spend my money. You're here under my roof, under my umbrella, until you get out there on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You save your money. You have a school bill to pay off. If I know that you have a goal to pay off $2,000 bill for school, why would I take a dime for you?
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Okay.
Even when my son was here, I didn't.
Well, I was gonna add. Okay, so remember when I was saying it was circumstantial. So when you say why would you, that's why I say if your financial situation, like you laid it out, you was like you work to the income is coming in,
my income
right?
is coming
But
in.
what if it wasn't? What if you were barely making it?
And that happened when my son was here, and I was in between, and he kicked in, and I appreciated that. Even after him being here for months, for free, food, clothes whenever he needed, car, whatever. But when I found myself in between, he kicked in. He did exactly what he needed to do. And I appreciate that. It was back in October, and I was grateful for it. But for the most part, my folks don't want me to pay. But as a grown-up, I felt the need to give. There's something wrong with it. He gave in other ways. When I come home, take that trash out. I'm not going to touch it. You the man.
Yeah.
You the young man in the household. Even though you're not my man, that's how you pay it forward. Or you take time to cook dinner sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just take and absorb. You got to give back.
Contribute.
Contribute
to the household.
He contributed in the ways that he could financially. Was I didn't want to take his money. I'm a nurse. I make more than him. If I have to rely on my children to pay my bills, it's a problem. It's a problem. But when I was in between, I made sure that next time that happens, that will never happen again. It's like, oh, shit. Yeah. So yeah, and it happens. It happens to the best of us. So yeah.
I believe that's why most Black parents, they end up, collecting money from their children, is because they could barely make it. And some of it's jealousy, but some of them are like, yo, I'm barely making it. So I'm going to need you to help out around here financially because, I already don't have enough. So
if you're barely making it, I can understand.
Spend to all of that. A spin to all of that. We still have to address the fact that in some cases, case by case scenario, like John said, in some cases,
fair,
you have to help children understand it costs to be the boss.
Oh yeah.
You can't just come and go as you please.
Mm-hmm.
You can't decide today, I'm big head honcho. I'm running these bills up. Leaving the water on, electric on you got your lights on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that. Running my
draining the refrigerator. Like, you ate 15 times today. Why? Because it's just
right.
All right, yeah. Don't milk it. Yeah, don't milk it.
We have to have that conversation. You're right.
But if you feel you want to move like that, okay, well, look, I'm going to give you this. Now you itemize this. You pay attention to this. You hold this down. I'm going to offset that by saying, all right, well, cool. You could do this, that, and the third. But, hey, to a degree, it's still my home.
Yes.
So it's still rules, regulations, guidelines, principles that have to be followed up under my roof. Now, if you feel that you can't, by all means. I'm not saying you have to leave. I'm just saying if you don't want to follow these rules, regulations, and I ain't got no problem with that. But like Sis said, you going to school, you doing your thing, I'm here to help. I'm here to aid and assist and to further all that you're trying to do. So you grown man. Excuse me. You grown man or woman, hey. Also, Trey, I think that's something that is just in a teen and or a young adult automatically that you feel the need that if you're up under anybody's roof, you should
Mm.
do something to show
Yeah.
acknowledgement and appreciation for them allowing you to be in their
There
personal
Yeah.
in their
space.
space. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
You got
that's
to. You have to. I went home last month, and where I was at for the weekend, dinner was bought for me. So the next day, guess what? I cooked dinner. I'm not a freeloader. I am not a freeloader. So when I went to the grocery store, hey, y'all need anything? Because I'm here.
right.
Even though I'm here just for a short time, I'm here, but I'm not a freeloader. I am not a freeloader. That's one thing you would not say about me. Mm-mm. She just takes. Mm-mm.
I remember a situation. I would go visit somebody and I'd be like, "This trash getting on my nerves."
Oh, I had to talk. I had to hold on. I had to follow up on this third question that my daughter gave: the unhealthy relationship between a son and his mother when she gets jealous of him dating. She said that's not personal. It's kind of known that some Black mothers do raise their sons to be their husbands. Yeah, but I'm saying it happens not to a lot of people, but it does happen. Live in your truth. Oh, woof.
Yeah, Miss Costello. Yeah, you got to live in your truth. But it was irritating me, and here's why. When people say that I'm a loyal friend, I'm a trustworthy friend, I got your back, you got my back, things like that. Something as small as somebody at your house and they see something that may be a little bit unsettling, and you say something about it, right? Or you do something about it in the honor of them, in the honor of the friendship, the relationship, whatever it may be. So for me to see the trash, I was just like, I can't do it no more. Let me just take it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna take it out. So I take it out. You know, they bust in tears. Now trip off of this. No, this not a game. I'm dead serious. Something that small, they bust in tears. And I'm like, you good?
Right.
Come to
Oh,
find out
wow.
through different relationships, even within family, nephews, cousins, men. I was the first man to ever, without being quote unquote told, yelled at, disciplined, take trash out on my own. I felt like if you friends with somebody, y'all building a bond, a circle of trust, you're dishonoring them by not acknowledging something that needs to be addressed. So something as simple as me just taking out the trash, it hit so deep with her because she felt like dang. So I know if it was something going on or whatever, his truth would be to make sure that we acknowledge what's going on in the room or just in life, period. And most people in friendships, I'm talking male, male, female, female, or male, female, however the dynamic may be. If this is really your friend, find a way to address whatever the situation may be to where you can bring it to the forefront because sometimes certain things go unacknowledged and they just keep on repeating the cycle over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Something as small as me taking that trash out, it ignites something in her to make her feel like there is still hope. There is still a possibility that I can be in my feminine principle in front of a man, and a man is in his masculine principle. You understand what I'm saying? Like for real, I mean, something that small, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, it hit her. It hit her deep. She's like, no man has ever. So I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. So your nephews and little cousins, and you got brothers and uncles that come through her, and they might see this and they don't. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like, let me run this trash out real quick. It's late, you know. Before I slide back out, I was just coming through, saying what's up, salute to, I'm gonna run this trash out. And that's exactly what I did. Came back, put another bag of that thing, and I'm talking about face just blew my mind, man. Blew my mind. So just imagine so many other things in her life that she's trying to be masculine on all the time.
Mm.
She's never allowed to be in her feminine principle. Hence, the beginning of the show, Sis had pointed out she's in her she's in her feminine principle because the presence of a masculine principle. So it equates her. This is true balance right here. This is why we jail. And this has been going on since it's been going on since I know, and I felt from the first time listening to the show, called in, and now I'm actually a co-host on her. We ain't never had a problem.
No.
And I'm going to say, at any given point, anybody can be passive aggressive on this panel.
Whether a woman wants to admit it or not, she wants to be in a feminine role. Being masculine is really not of us. We want that masculine energy around. We want that man in our life that's going to take the lead. Yet that man has to know where he's going and where he's taking us.
That
He
part.
has to know. Yeah. So, when we do get with men who do not know themselves and do not know where they are going, that's when we become more masculine and attempt to take more control over the relationship, which never ends good.
Thanks.
Because a man, that balance is always going to be lopsided. Because you're going to feel the need to be him, because he's not doing it. And you can't be you. So you're looking at him like, if I feel the need to be you, then you must be me. That lack of respect is not there.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. I am so sorry. That just...
If you're just not tuning in, we thank you for tuning in. This is God Level. We are live.
No, because you really, when you said that she had never had it done before, and when you did it, it gave her hope. That's what y'all do for me. I'm sorry. That is, and when I say that we need more men out there like yourselves, I'm not playing when I say that shit. I'm not. That shit is real. We have young men out there who do not know how to be men.
Mm.
They have never been taught. They have been exposed to a certain type of lifestyle, and that is the kind of lifestyle that they live. You have some men out there that think that a woman is just there for their need only, to provide for their needs only.
Mm.
We have men out there who do not know how to give, but only take. You have men out there that don't even recognize the need of a woman when they come into their home, because they're not thinking about that. They're thinking about themselves. And some of those men haven't had a father to show them. And if they did have a father in their life, what did that father show him? Did that father show him how to love, protect, and provide for a woman? Or do we have rap songs raising our men?
Oh, wow.
And even if they did, their fathers have the right example. Oof, And did their fathers have the right example? We're all in a cycle of generational curse that's been passed down. Say that, sis, you preacher. Thank you. We're all in a cycle of generational curse that's been passed down for the last a couple hundred years now. We just repeating shit. That's it. We made pimping the best thing ever. And what is that? A man with a whole bunch of women. They got them going out, doing what we laugh about that shit, but that shit is real. I'm sorry. I don't mean to go on and on. But yeah, it's take it as a compliment. That's exactly the tears. That's my joy of having both of you all on here. Very smart, very intelligent. You know, sometimes the vocabulary that you all, I have to, look this word up. John said something the other day, and I was like, what? I had to go look that word up and put it in my vocab. Yeah. John always coming with that new shit. Excuse my language. King Newborn gonna keep it balanced. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna see both sides. And me, I'm just over here soaking it all in. I promise you all. I'm watching you all like a hawk. And I love it. So yeah, when she cried because you said you gave her hope, that's exactly how I feel when I get on this show with you all every Sunday. We need more men like you. We really do. Take that as a compliment. I'm sorry, I'm done now. I'm done. Facts. Costello says facts. Miss Costello, if I didn't know no better, you was flirting with my brother.
Did you read both of those comments from Moon?
Yes, I did.
I'm gonna miss that.
My daughter is on it, baby. She gets it honestly. Go, baby.
Yes, that's true. Yep.
She gets it honestly. Some of those men have.
It's not just about having a man in the house or having the father. You got to have the right one in there.
You got to have. It's got to be
the right one. Mm-hmm.
Can we all appreciate King's hair?
Hey, she's pouring. She is pouring just water, just really, wet John? With the compliments. Woo! Wet with the compliments. Soaking it up.
Wait a minute. So are you officially locked now? Lock love.
That's the goal. Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah.
You know what? I just told my daughter that I was getting locked up when I go to St. Louis.
There you go. Yeah.
I want to say something. I said, to get out of this, I just want my natural hair now to just boom. Yeah. I just told my daughter a couple of days ago, I'm going to get my hair. I'm going to go ahead and get dreads. I just like, it's done. I don't want to deal with the products anymore.
Right. You get expensive. You get very expensive.
Yeah, I haven't had a perm since, oh my God, maybe 2010. I stopped getting perms back in 2010. She said I would never go back. We call them locks. What did I say? So yes, we call them locks. Yes, ma'am. And Nicole said I would never go back. Oh my God. Go. Okay, so this was.
That's true. That's true. Discipline. Yeah.
Yeah, because they look good. Who did you go see Mia?
No, I haven't. I didn't go see Miss Mia. Nah, I saw Miss Ken out of Heritage in St. Louis in the Clark Towers. No, did I say Clark Towers? No, not in the Clark Towers. It's off of
West
Florida.
Not a thing. Dreadful.
West Florida Center, 274.
Also, is that where I need to go? Dreads. I am so sorry. My apologies.
Oh, we can't say locks. We gotta say
We
dreads.
can't say, we gotta say dreads. It's not a
We
thing.
gotta say
Dreads.
dreads. Is that what we're
What?
saying?
Wait, I thought it was locks, not
Yeah, I thought it
dreads.
was locks, not
Yeah, I
okay.
thought it was not dreads. Which one is it?
Every day, my office got okay. Uh, you know what? I'm going for it this summer.
Oh, locks only. Oh, okay.
Locks only. Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am. Oh, hell no. Oh.
Oh,
We is not about to do that. We do not fight on here. We do not fight on here.
Locks only. Yeah.
Locks only. Locks. Okay. Oh.
Well, I'm gonna say the what forced my hand. I couldn't find no consistent.
Oh, it's not. No, they're checking me. I can respect that. They're checking me because I said dreads. It's locks
Oh,
only. I said
yeah.
dreads. Yeah, there's nothing dreadful about my locks. You know what? I'm
Ooh.
not above being corrected, honey. You live and you
Yeah.
learn. Hey, look, I made a mistake. I ain't trying to offend nobody.
yeah.
Thank
That's why I was like, I knew. Yep, I already knew. Yep, I heard that one before. There's
you.
nothing
Look,
dreadful about my locks. I was like, all right, cool. That's what we're
yeah,
doing.
my apologies. I'm sorry. Well, tonight was it was still interesting. It really was. Do y'all have anything y'all want to add before we our natural is beautiful? Yes, it is.
Mhm.
They got us thinking this is,
Man, you hear me? That part. They got you thinking that you're not beautiful. Yeah.
yeah, they really do.
So,
And
it's
that
so
is so sad. You know what? That gives me an idea for a show for our community. Um, I don't know how many people who really grew up in this type of environment, but I know I did. Dark skinned girls.
Mhm.
I want to do a show about dark skinned girls.
Mm.
Dark skinned girls and light skinned girls, because that's really a big thing out there.
Paper bag test.
Yeah, but it goes deeper than that.
Oh yeah.
It runs a lot deeper than that. Even in the slave owner's home.
Mm.
Yeah. So I that's we'll touch on that in June. We'll keep May all about mental awareness. Hi from Albania with big love, brothers.
Shout outs to Fred, man. Shout outs to Fred.
Where is he
Oh,
at? Is that
Oh, okay.
Albania?
Yeah. Great, Fred. Appreciate it, Fred. Much love. Much love.
Who is free?
Mhm.
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Love us. I love Nashville. So yeah, in June we could do that. You, did y'all to my audience? Did y'all just peep what just happened? You see how they just kept me in? You see how they just checked me?
Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused.
You see how they just checked me? Keep it going. Yes, sir. And we have over here. Okay. We are looked down on because we have the skin we are in. I love me and all the natural skin I'm in. Stay focused. Yes, ma'am. I got it. I appreciate it. Yeah. Keep it going. You know what? I love y'all. I love y'all. This is why I have y'all on the show. This is why y'all are here. June. Yes, ma'am. In June. We're gonna keep the month of May all about mental health awareness. That's it for our Black men, our Black women, our children, couples. Because I'm noticing you people are not realizing unhealthy couples, an unhealthy man and an unhealthy woman is not going to produce a healthy relationship. It's not going to happen. Y'all both need to be in a healthy state of mind.
State of mind.
All,
Yeah.
woo, toxic, the toxic behaviors, and the toxic behaviors come from the baggage that you have accumulated over the years that you refuse to get rid of or even acknowledge that you even have it. You keep moving on like nothing is wrong, and you're carrying all this stuff you don't realize. Once you cut the strings to those baggages that you have, you're freeing yourself.
Facts.
Man, you become free. And all that unhealthy couples have kids and the kids don't stand a chance. That is so. Dark-skinned women are controlling the narrative, and I'm here for it. Dark-skinned women are controlling the narrative. I'm here for it. Oh, okay, so there's a choice. Get your girlfriend. I'm gonna start calling Costello your girlfriend.
Oh, you're funny. Don't do that.
And so yeah, but anyway, does anybody want anything to add? We're coming up on an hour and 21 minutes. This has been
That'll be guilty by association or guilty by assumption.
Alexa, play Sweet Life by John Skywalker. You know, we got to go out on John.
I do want to say this though. The more you pay attention to the details in set conversations, whereas man, woman, man, any human conversation, adult, child to adult, when you pay attention to the content of what's actually being said, and not what you actually want to hear the person be saying to you, you can actually find peace within the conversation. You can reach understanding, and in some way, somehow, you'll be able to form a solution. John had said, when you're talking to your children or you're talking to your spouse, if you're not trying to see it from their perspective and you're just doing the blame, you can never get to a solution, no matter what the situation may be. You never get to. You can't just keep blaming, or you're trying to play the victim in the conversation. You can't do that. You can't do that. You know, you have to find the medium in what the situation is, and then find out why you went from the situation to where it is like, okay, now I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. Why you acting like this? What you doing? You got to find out what's really going on. Why? Start questioning the why of whatever it is that you're going through. Especially if it's a disconnect between you and the child, this disconnect between you and the parents, family member, cousin. You got to find a disconnect. Like, what am I missing? I can't always be right. And if I'm not right, then why are we arguing, fighting, discipline, whooping? Like, why? Just why? What brought us here? So, you know, try to be more mindful to be in search of a solution than necessarily of trying to be a negative narrative in the problem, because nobody's winning. Nobody's winning nothing. We can do the blame game all day, back and forth.
Yeah.
What is the solution here, though? Like, if we try to really break this cycle, what's the solution? After we figure out the solution, then we can move forward. It don't matter who it is. You know, even on this panel, if we collectively see something, we jump on it real quick. Because the opposite person, whoever that's receiving, quote unquote, discipline check, whatever words you like to use, we take that in. We see the whole picture, not just a portion of. Well, I ain't saying nothing out the line. You know what you mean? Like sis just said, God level. I gotta start saying that more. Like God level just said, you know, she has no problem being checked. You know what I'm saying? To realign herself, to get back to stay focused, so we can keep pushing for solutions, pushing for greater content, pushing for more interaction between us, amongst ourselves, and to the people that comment, call in. You know, it just make it more of a healthier situation for everybody. You know, so I just want to add that little part. You know, I feel communication is key in everything, and try your best. If you understand that you're not the solution, you can easily become part of the problem, and that way nobody wins. Nobody wins when that happens. You gotta implement not humidity. You gotta
humility.
Yeah, you got to
I
humility.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and that's really important. It doesn't mean that your point doesn't mean anything. It's just saying that okay, maybe right now the version that you're trying to present might not be the solution to the problem.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So don't mean you're wrong though. Don't mean you're wrong. Just saying that what you're trying to bring to to the core of the situation might not be what is needed to fix it, and that's okay though. That's okay. I'm not a leader all the time. I don't mind somebody telling me, "Hey, yo, Dion, hold up off of that. Hold up on that. Hold up on that." You know what I'm saying?
That's
Hold up on
it.
that. And that's cool. That's cool. Cause now I can take that, add that to my ammo. So next time I see something that reflects the same thing, I know how to address it now. So it's okay to be a follower sometimes. Sometimes you can lead as a follower. You hear me?
Mm.
So yeah, we're in essence conflict resolution skills. You start to learn them in the home.
Yep.
If you can learn how to resolve conflicts as a child, you're the parent. If you're teaching your children how to resolve conflicts between yourself, they can learn how to resolve conflicts between their peers, their other loved ones when they become an adult. Like people don't just pick that up. You got to instill it in your children and they carry those lessons forward. So yeah, conflict resolution skills. Look to resolve the conflict.
Oh wow. We didn't even have a topic yet. It was still deep. We didn't even have a topic and we still got deep.
Kings on the road, respect.
I'll add one more layer to it.
Kill it.
Parenting styles, right?
Mm.
So Black people tend to have an authoritarian parenting style, right?
Yes.
And so we're the do as I say, not as I do. We're controlling.
Yeah.
We just wanted to control our kids. We're not actually raising our kids, or we are, but there's still a control mechanism.
Yeah.
And so here we are, we're living in a democratic society, right? But your household doesn't reflect a democracy. And so you're telling your kids to do all this and that and this and that, just do this and that. And then what happens when they get out the household? They learn that their vote doesn't count because in the household, their vote didn't count.
Yeah, they're not being heard.
And so when they have kids, they're going to perpetuate the same thing. Your vote don't count because mine didn't count.
Yeah.
And it's just a message. It's just it's not like it was a clear message. It's just, it was there. You just learned it unconsciously. It was just given to you like that. But when you're in an authoritative household, everyone, doesn't matter what the child's age is, everyone's opinion matters. It's just, all right, what is the most effective solution let's identify the problem, right? Conflict resolution, right? You're talking to your kid and you're saying, this is a problem and this is why it's a problem. What are we going to do to fix this? And that's to say that you can give me some ideas because you're going to be the one that's doing this. I'm just helping you get there, right? And so the child learns that I am responsible for my life. But if you're in an authoritative or authoritarian parent household, you don't learn to take responsibility. You learn to take the blame. You learn to be the patsy.
Yeah.
And so when shit happens, so you don't become empowered to change your situation. That's what accountability gives you. Accountability gives you the power to change your situation. You committed a wrong, you committed a crime. Accountability says, yo, you had the power to create this. Now you have the power to undo it. We don't teach that part. It's supposed to be assumed. Yeah. So conflict resolutions with your children, if you have a democratic relationship with your child where you say, hey, look, now I have the experience and the wisdom and I'm the one that's got the most stock in terms of, how this household is organized, but you still got a vote. You still got power in this household. Use it wisely. I'm not going to abuse mine. Don't you abuse yours. So children start to learn. So you produce the citizens that you want to see in the society.
There you go.
Even if it is an oppressive society, even if it is, you start to teach them that, yo, this is what the society reflects. So in this house, this is how we operate. You might have to fight a little bit harder out there, but at least you'll know. At least you'll know.
Exactly.
Conflict resolution skills.
Conflict resolution skills.
Wow.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's heavy.
And that's and to her point, if your kid cannot take you seriously if you don't practice with
Yeah, that's facts.
I wouldn't
That's
expect
facts.
it.
That is my daughter. I swear she gets it honestly.
What's up, niece?
Get it, boo.
Good.
I had to ask her. Is I ain't gonna put my business out there. Is this personal? She said maybe it is. I was what? She said, I'm a viewer on this show, Mom. Let me be. I'll make a fake page and watch if I have to. Baby, have your opinion. This is a safe place. Breathe, baby. Have your opinion.
Gotta practice what you preach, though. Gotta practice what you
definitely preach. Yes.
Yeah. Like some people don't walk with the knowledge. They have it, but if you ain't practicing what it is that you learn or the data you done picked up, then what's the point of it? It's on deaf ears for real. It don't even hold no weight, no merit at all. You could talk to you blue in the face, but it that's man. Kids are like sponges. Yeah, kids are like sponges, but adults are like sponges too.
Yes.
Adult will take your behavior and be like, "Oh, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. You don't care. You're just talking out your ass for real. You ain't talking about nothing.
Oh wow. Okay. We got an hour and a half. Every time we get ready to sign off.
I know it'd be something else. Huh?
I guess we need some discipline. Yeah, we gotta have some discipline. Man, we gotta have some discipline. Shit.
We go where the conversation takes us, and I think I put that on one of my platforms. Real people having real conversation. We try to keep it under 2 hours, sometimes an hour and a half, but when it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And she just said it. When it's good, it's good. If that ain't my child, if that ain't my child,
you know where she come from.
I love you, boo.
Yeah, that's
my baby so my mama. I'd be like, really? I'd be like, okay. I love her.
That's what's up.
All right. So, as of next week, we are doing Black men and mental health.
For the first 2 weeks, and then we're gonna switch and we're gonna do
Black women.
Okay.
We gotta talk about these women. We gotta talk about us women. We gotta talk about us women. We really do. I'm gonna be saying everything because I've been through a lot. So I have a lot to share. I've been through a lot. And I've learned a lot, and I've sat back, I've looked at the bigger picture, and I said, okay, because this happened, this is the reason why I am the way I am with this. When it comes to my independence, I don't allow for men to do a whole lot for me because I feel like something is attached to it.
Yeah.
So and seeing the connection between my adulthood and my childhood and how certain things, we'll wait. But the first 2 weeks is going to be Black men and mental health. Again, I haven't received word back from the Fonz publicist to know whether or not he's going to be able to come on the show or not. We may just have to just go raw, and hey. Well, John, you're a therapist. Family. It's not a therapist.
John said no.
Life coach. Yeah.
Yeah, John's my life coach, baby. I didn't call John Brian.
I sent y'all in a group text. They reached out to me. Did y'all see that when I sent that in a group text? Yeah, they reached out to me.
What?
Yeah, to be a life coach. I was like, oh, okay.
Do it. Do it. Yeah. Okay. All right, Alexa, play. I want to thank everyone for jumping in on tonight's live. We really appreciate it. This is no, Alexa, stop, because just getting on my nerves now. Alexa,
Mm.
stop. Again, I want to thank everyone for jumping in on tonight's live. We really appreciate it. Tonight was a Q&A. Thank you for some of the questions that we had, especially from Mr. Dre. Yes, I am single. Thank you. I want to thank all of our supporters, all of our new subscribers. If you have not subscribed to our show, please go look for us. We are on YouTube, God Level, Renee Wright, King Newborn, Master John Skywalker. We are on 5 different platforms right now, but we stream live on 3 only: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Then after the show, everything is uploaded to Spreaker and Apple Podcasts. If you don't want to watch the live later on tonight, you can listen to the podcast on Apple. I don't know how you get it from Android, but figure it out anyway. Next month we're going to be focusing in on mental health. The first 2 weeks is Black men, the second 2 weeks is Black women, and I think we're going to end it off with our children. Anything you want to add, Mr. Skywalker, before we head on up out of here?
Salute.
That's it. King Newborn, do you have anything you want to add before we head on up out of here?
I'm thankful for everybody on the panel, and I appreciate everybody's comment. I appreciate that. And if you haven't already subscribed to each one of our channels, please do so. Whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, please do. And share. Let's get this word out to help our community grow and heal. Please help us share this to our community so we can grow and heal. That's very important. Very important.
I love it. This is Self Mastery in the Background by John Skywalker. If you haven't downloaded any of his music, he is on all streaming platforms. This brother is dope. Go get it. With that being said, I want to thank you all, and we will see you all back here next week.
Peace.